Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Today I'm bringing you some additional cleaning tips. This is pretty much all I use for my cleaning, and it's very simple and very organic. Uh, One of the cleaners that I use for a surfactant is Dawn dishwashing liquid, and it cuts grease and it cuts pretty much everything. And then with the premium, it cuts a lot of other additional hard to remove surfaces. And then the one of the best cleaners out there, a universal cleaner, white vinegar. In fact, I was turned on to this when I had my Grand Lake home and I was redoing my hardwood floors. I had put in some new hardwood floors in the kitchen to match the rest of the hardwood floors throughout the home. And the finisher, who was a very good friend of mine and a professional floor refinisher, said after they had put on the sealer, as my wife and I, we left for a very long weekend, a 4-day weekend, so that my friend could do the entire home. We took the dogs with us and everything. And they put on a polyurethane onto our hardwood floors after sanding and refinishing. And we left the wood natural, so there's no staining or anything like that to darken it. We were actually trying to lighten the color of the room. But my friend said to only use this on the polyurethane finish on the floor. And he's not incorrect. If you look at what the manufacturers recommend to clean your newer engineered floors, meaning uh, the snap together kit floors, those your best bet is to clean with a solution, a 50-50 solution of white vinegar and water. And that's what I've been cleaning with this. This is the size of 2 cups. So what I do, I have a 2-cup Pyrex. Fill the first half with the white vinegar, and then top it off with plain water. Put it into the bottle, shake it up, and it's ready to go whenever you need it. And if you want it stronger, just put a little bit of Dawn into that also. I prefer not to. What I do, I'll wet the entire surface down and then just sprinkle a little bit of the Dawn on top of the wet surface. Take a no scratch sponge and scrub the surface. In fact, that's how I do a lot of the cleaning. One of the hardest surfaces to clean is this one right here. But because it's glass, it's much easier to clean with a simple razor blade. And a lot of your glass tops, that's what I found to be the easiest. If you try and clean it with a cleaner, a lot of times the stuff is baked on and cooked on there pretty good, and it's not coming off. And so I did what I've done in construction. And this is a tip that came from an old painter, one of my painters. And he said, why are you taping glass? Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting money taping around the glass and the frame? He said, just paint the damn thing and then I'll show you. And so I said, what? That's insane. And so I did what he said and painted all the framing and everything. Then he came back with this wide scraper. And I mean, within seconds, he had everything cleaned out and it looked better than if I had taped it. So that was one of the tips that I want to pass along to you. Uh, use the surface here is glass. If you have a glass surface, like one of the infrared, the old infrared style stoves that look like a glass top, but when you actually use it, they light up red, orange, glow orange underneath. That's an infrared. And so I hated those. I really hated those stoves because things really got cooked on. and the only way that you could remove it was with a scraper, a razor blade scraper. And so that's what I did. I used a single edge razor blade. Construction box cutter blade works really well. They're heavy duty, they're thick, and they can remove a lot without damaging the surface. And that's the key. One of the most important things when you do anything like that, make sure you have something, a surfactant on the surface, of water at the very least, and keep the water on there so that it does not scratch the glass. But anyway, we all know that if you have pets like I do, uh, they make some mess. And so I just recently purchased this right here, and this is made by Bissell. This is for cleaning up after your pet. But I had an earlier version of this called the Little Green Machine. This was back in the 1998, so it's a very long time. This is the same thing. This is just the updated version. Reason why I had the Little Green Machine back then was to clean out the carpeting in our sport boat. It wasn't a real big area. It was a fair-sized area, and something like this was sufficient at cleaning the carpeting after a long weekend or even a season. But it also cleaned up blood stains from fishing really well. Uh, these soaps here by Bissell, I'm sure they're good, but one of the best soaps, cleaners, surfactants that I had come across was Resolve. So once I use up these cleaning the carpet in our room, then I'm going to purchase Resolve. But anyway, this is a half a gallon tank of cleaner. And what you do, you're just going to mix into the tank right here. Turn the tank upside down. You fill to the line with the actual cleaner, spot and stain. And then after you put that in, you can put another 2 ounces of Oxy Boost into this to really remove the hard stains in your carpeting or your upholstery. Then you fill it up with hot water, not to exceed 140 degrees. And I highly recommend that you microwave the water up to that point. Use a digital thermometer to make sure you're not exceeding 140 degrees, because what happens, that temperature above 140 degrees could make this very, very soft, the heat. And so also things don't flow very well for whatever reason. But once you get all the soap in there, you fill to this line right here. That gives you about 2 quarts of cleaner to clean stains and areas of the carpeting. And so you put that in, and then you turn it on, vacuum. You have the vacuum here. You have a button right here. You have this button, and all you do is squeeze that, and it'll start spraying out, start pumping the cleaning fluid onto the surface. And the vacuum, you have your scrubber right here, and then the vacuum nozzle right here to remove the dirt. And I'll be doing that. I'll be showing you how to do that with this shortly. So I've got some stains from Mama eating on the carpeting, which is the only place that she can eat. And if you have pets, you're going to have stains and dirt tracked in. And so this is a good opportunity just before the winter. Rain's going to start here tomorrow, according to the news. And so anyway, be a good day to clean the carpets since we're stuck inside. And then I'll just have the heater blowing on the damp area, because this actually does a really good job of picking up all the moisture, and there won't be much moisture left. So we'll come back when I have this set up, and we'll actually clean the carpet with this little giant. Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Today we're going to use the Green Machine by Bissell, and we're going to do some spot cleaning on some carpeting in my bedroom area because, well, it's a small area and the dog's going to eat and it makes a mess. And this is specifically for pets. And I've had one of these previously before Bissell took up the cause for pets. I actually had this for my small sport boat back in 1998. So that's how long this machine has been around, and I'm very familiar with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill up the tank here with the soaps and hot water. Uh, it is recommended not to exceed 140 degrees Fahrenheit for your water temperature. Typically, out of the faucet, in most homes, your water temperature is going to be between 105 degrees up to 120. And so, just getting the hottest tap water is at the lower end of sufficiency. But I would encourage you to microwave the water like what I've done here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put the soap in and also the booster. And so first one to go in is the soap, the cleaner, and we're going to pour this up to the fill line right there. Well, one of the things that I usually do, but I forgot to right now, is what happens. These things, some of your the chemicals, they separate, and so you want to shake this up before you pour it in there, and so that's why I stopped. But you want to shake it up so that all the components for the cleaner is in there. Okay, so that's about half of this bottle right here. And then we're going to also add the Oxy Boost for the extra cleaner because let me tell you, some of these stains have been in uh, sitting here, and it's aged for about good 2 weeks. So this will be a good opportunity to see how well this cleans. So we put about 2 ounces of the Boost in, and now we're going to add the water up to the fill line. And the fill line is right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that's the fill line. And that's where we're going to fill the water to. And like I said, this is preheated water up to 140 degrees. And I actually did about 145 so that I knew that it's going to take a little time and the water's going to cool off. So that's okay. So we're just going to add 3 cups of water here, see where we're at. Should bring us pretty close to the fill line, and it is. It's pretty close. We probably put another cup of water, which I think I'm going to do because I want to get a good cleaning on this. So I'm going to put this together. Oops. Did you see that? Don't shake it. What? Is I shook it, and then everything just started squirting out here. So we're going to heat up a little more water here and add that in. Okay, this is the area where Mama, we have the dog bowls right here along the wall, and Mama eats and drinks right here, and so it's gotten kind of dirty and kind of funky here, and so that's why we're going to use Little Green Machine here, and this is for the pets, and so we've added in the soap and cleaner mix, and so what we're going to do, by go ahead get the spray head, the brush, and the vacuum. Yeah, and we're going to start this up. This is going to be a little noisy here, because and also what we're going to do, we're going to start pre-treating the area. So we're going to hit the pump and pre-treat the entire area. Kind of soak it before we start scrubbing it. That way it can start softening up the dirt. And you want to get a good covering of the area. And then start scrubbing. So we're scrubbing right now. Things are coming up. Oh yeah, the carpeting is fluffing up real nice right now. And when you start getting into some more tough areas, give it some more spray, the soap and cleaner. Keep scrubbing. Yeah, keep scrubbing until you're satisfied with that the area is clean, sufficiently clean. Because it may take a little bit to get some of the stains up, but that's why you want to get this. And it has a deodorizer inside, so it gets rid of the smells and odors that your pets leave behind. And if you have a dog or a cat, you really need one of these to do the spot cleaning. It could be on your sofa, could be on a chair, could be on your bed, could be on a lot of things. And your pets are important. We want to keep a clean and healthy home for ourselves, but also for them. And the scent on the cleaner here is very nice. It's very pleasant. Kind of flowery. Has a flowery scent to it. So once you've saturated an area with the cleaner and scrubbed it, you want to go back over it to get a good coverage on the vacuum to try and get up as much of the soap liquid as possible. And it also allows you an opportunity to see if there's any stains that are still sitting in the carpet, and allows you to address them. I like this. I'm going to also clean the area where I tend to have my feet a lot, because that's going to be the most heavily soiled area. But you see how easy it is. It does a great job. There's good suction on some of the heavy particles, like this one here. Now you may have to pick up, but that's okay. What really helps, you start seeing, on the carpet here, the dirt that comes up. When you look at what's going on here, that's all the dirt that the green machine is picking up. And if you have a large area, this is not for you. You want to get an upright version. I had an upright version when I had my home, For inside the home, we have the upright, and it held a gallon of cleaning solution. So it does a really good job. We're also going to do the busy portion here where this is a high traffic area where there's a lot of dirt. So just kind of pre-soaking the area, and then we come back with the scrubber, and I'm watching these white lines turn white again because they're kind of grayish. Now they're being restored back to white. Then we're going to come back over this one little spot again because this is the real high traffic zone for Mama. She drinks from the bowl right here. And that's that. Uh, the carpeting is damp to the touch, but it's not wet. So if you walk on it with stocking feet, you'll feel a slight dampness to the surface, but this is going to dry out in a few hours, just normally. And then after it dries out, go back over it with your normal floor vacuum and pick up all the granular stuff. But as you see, it's cleaned the carpet up really nice, and a lot of dirt has been removed from the carpeting. So this is it also freshened up the smells, and that's one of the things about pets and carpeting. Your carpeting absorbs a lot of odors from the pet that they track in from outside, and also odors that your family emits and generates. But this is a good deodorizer. It's a good spot and stain remover. Like I said, I had one of these machines, one of the original green machines from Bissell, and then uh, now Bissell has really helped to bring sponsor pets and making sure they get homes these days. So they do a lot to get homeless pets into housing, and that helps support. And so that's why I use Bissell products. Uh, the upright version, there was a steam cleaner, so that one actually heats the water. You don't have to uh, microwave the water to get it hot. And that's one of the things that I really miss about my upright. But I don't have enough room right here to justify the cost of one of those upright cleaners, which are about $400 to $500, and really good ones going to $600-700. But they do an excellent job. It's very professional in terms of cleaning, in terms of color fastness of your carpeting. That you have to test with the different cleaners that you use. With the black color here, I'm not too concerned with, but the cleaner that came with the Bissell, it's a good cleaner. I'm not going to knock it, but I've in the past I've used Resolve, and Resolve seems to get the much harder stains that have really soaked in there, like blood uh, and wine. Resolve gets out wine, red wine in the carpeting, and so that's why I say I'm going to go back to using Resolve, because I know what the results are with that. This is very good, and I'm really happy with what results I've got from that cleaner. But again, I like the Resolve. So hopefully, if you have pets, you need one of these right here by Bissell. I'm not paid anything. There's no sponsoring, nothing that I'm receiving from them. But for those of you with pets and also like to keep a clean house like I do, this is an important tool. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.